Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome. Second line. First of all, I want to really thank Holly for having us here. This is the last night we're doing this. And we all really appreciate it putting up, especially putting up with my line now. It takes a lot of putting up with this.
That's true. That's very true.
Double claps for that. Okay, man, I don't even know how to get funny now. Wait.
Start with dick jokes.
Me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a couple of things. I'm like the people's poet, and so I wrote a couple of new poems.
That's a polite way of putting it.
Demented people.
There once was a tranny named Dinah who was sad for she had no vagina. Each night she turned tricks and sucked lots of dicks. For a cunt, I'd fuck North Carolina.
Oh,
There once was a tranny named Davy who wanted to serve in the Navy. He said, "What the hell? There's no more don't ask, don't tell. In a boat full of men, all is gravy." A horny necrophiliac Lindsay disliked pedophiles' lack of courtesy. He'd fuck dead Gran in the eye as soon as you said goodbye, but he waited for jonbenet Ramsey. A fist-fucking woman named Jane was judged to be legally insane. Once she fisted a maiden, then cut her heart out for Satan until the men in white jackets they came. All right, well, the special part of the evening is that I have written a poem to introduce each of the comics.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, no.
No, I don't think I'm going to be on.
It's definitely a special night.
A molesty accountant named Stephen would make the kids walk most uneven. In his van named Free Candy, he'd drive feeling randy and leave no cherub uncleaven. Stephen Clark, ladies and gentlemen! I'm wondering about being funny again. About some haikus? About like the haikus?
Yay!
Nothing says lovin' like a brutal Dutch oven. Blanket, Auschwitz. Blunkin is most fun it is possible to have on common toilet. Blunkin is fun way to get toilet dirty. 2 different ways. Blunkin is much more fun when she cleans the toilet. First, while naked. The Cleveland steamer. I shit on my lover's chest. Smells like victory. The Dirty Sanchez. A trip to Mexico with poop-covered dick. The Dirty Sanchez. Everyone's Picasso with poop-covered dicks. The Dirty Sanchez. My poop dick says you need an awesome mustache. The Rusty Trombone. Join the brass section in my poo pants. The Rusty Trombone. Don't John Philip Sousa. My poop dick. Would thick up her ass, donkey punch girl's head. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Midget sex donkey. Ride to Jerusalem on Joseph's ass. All right, well, we got Jimmy coming up. I didn't write one for him, but I just did right a second ago sitting down. A tranny-loving comic named Jimmy. Up cross-dressing dicks he did shinny. They would smack him away, and double he'd pay, but hitting his colon he'd win him. Jimmy! Hey, all right. Well, a lot of y'all know that I was in a band, still am in a band, since I just refuse to say we're broken up, we just don't play that much. And it's pretty much, you know, we're sort of cousins to the great Gigi Allin. I said that, yeah. And so, like, I was many years ago, we were playing New York, and it was like the week after the Gigi died at the gas station. He had a heroin overdose. And all the flyers for the gas station, they're up in New York, were just everywhere. They had little like sequined and flowered shrines they'd made, like wherever they'd been plastered all over the city. And we were actually supposed to play with Gigi the next month in Savannah. I was renting a little place, which is now the electrical company down on Broughton Street, and we were going to do an underground Gigi Allin show. But the trick was I had a human-sized cage made, and we were going to just goon him the fuck in the cage, strip off all his clothing, and then like just hand him the microphone, hang him up for the full time he was there, then pay, give him liquor or whatever, pay him, let him out of the cage, videotape the whole thing. It's going to be an art thing, without telling Gigi or the band. All right. So I made these plans, got the cage made and everything, and Gigi died. Fuck. So like I got to meet Merle doing interviews with Gigi and seeing the Murder Junkies, and then we ended up touring with him. And we were on tour, and I confessed my plot to Merle. I said, Merle, we had this plot. We were going to put Gigi in a cage, cut off all his clothes, and he gets like sort of weepy. He's like, Gigi would have loved that. So anyway, we got to our next one, returning comic, Mr. Josh Wood. I have oh, there we go. A pervy professor named Wood would fuck whatever he could. Man, woman or sheep, he'd be in it balls deep with never a thought that he should. Josh Wood! All right. I got another haiku, or another limerick that I wrote. This is a political one. I don't usually do political humor because it dates so quickly. But this one I just couldn't leave. A Texas Governor Perry started to give injections that made girls retarded because the polls say Republican control under increased intelligent debate. So much for politics. All right, we got a couple people that aren't here. I'll do theirs. An ex-fireman Griffin I know had his name on a television show. Yes, he's heard it before from men, women, and whores. But he'll do him to laugh, even so. All right, who else isn't here? Oh yeah. A Chinese delivery man, Nick, gained income by the sucking of dick. He dropped off General Chew and choked down your spew for $50 a click. Who else isn't here? Oh, man. Oh, an inveterate hipster named Jake confused his dick with a snake. A serpent in her cunt gave Allin a front. Am I the first one to make this mistake? All right, now we got a new comic here, his third time up. I hope he's drunk enough to get up. I've got one for him as well. If I can find it. Yes. Oh, I got it. A crazed, horny blind man named Matt. Drunken romance to him was old hat. Seeking both cunt and vine, he'd sit and opine. I need a woman who squirts beer from her twat. Matt Hoffmeyer! That was worth the wait. I was talking stories about, how about Matt, man? How about fucking Matt? Okay. So I was telling stories about my band. Are there any squirters in the audience? Any squirters?
What the hell?
You're not a squirter. I will explain if I have to. I like to explain Congress George. Anybody that's ever fucked a squirter? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, you got Jimmy. Good old Jimmy. Oh, you got a couple. Well, my old house girl, Carla, was a squirter. And it's like, if you've never fucked a squirter, it's kind of like a volcano of cum, a waterfall, just all over everywhere. But it's not pee, it's female ejaculate. And we found this. We were playing up in North Carolina, and we just done this show. We were all playing drunk. We were headed for the biker compound where we were going to be hosted for the night for the evening's festivities after the show. And everybody left the car, and I figured, well, she's pretty drunk. I better like cut my slice off before we get into this house of people. Who knows where the fuck she's going to go after that? So I put her up on the wheel where I was sitting driving, and just like pulled my pants down up. And for some reason, that was like the magic thing. Like I won the prize at the carnival. Ping! Oh, the ball is like too big to get through that hole. Yeah, but it went bing! And she let loose. And I didn't know what happened because I'd never fucked a squirter before. And the whole driver's seat, my pants, which were only like half-mast down, all the way down to my shoes, were soaked. So, like, I'm like, what do I do now? Well, I could go open the trailer, dig down for my bag in the middle of all that stuff, or I could just pull my pants up and tell this story inside. So, which one do you think I did? All right, we gotta do. Now, you gotta tell me how you pronounce your name.
Impossible.
Lisinski?
Nailed it.
All right, now, well, hang on. I wrote one for you. A stunning comic Lisinski was a colleague of the bomber Kaczynski. They screamed bombs away. I'll make the man pay. But I hated to be a Badinsky. Steven, come on. That sounds so good. That's a hard line. That's a hard line. Nailed it. All right. Nick Kaczynski here. Oh. There you go. Hey. All right, so I've been telling some true life stories about myself and my band. And we were talking about my squirter girlfriend slash house girl, Carla. And the thing that I really liked about Carla was she was bisexual. She would always be wanting to bring like girls home, which is just fucking great. I love that.
That's just swell.
But the thing is, like, you know, she's crazy, and I'm crazy. So the girls that would be attracted into this like vortex of insanity would be like crazy squared. As one girl was Dawn. I don't know if Matt might remember Dawn. But anyway, she ended up being a Spo-its girl. She was just getting out of some kind of bad relationship and jumped over into the house. And I found out like 2 girls in the house is not twice as good as 1 girl. It's only like 1.25 times as good. But it is squared as much trouble, because not only do they have trouble with you, the normal trouble, and now you have like double that, but they also have trouble with each other. And then they have trouble where they're trying to get you, get into their trouble, and so on and so on. But we had this great trick we would do. We would go to this place, Monty Penny's on Hilton Head, and they would go in first, because like that's the way they prepare like just crazy, drunk, soon-to-be drunken girls. They would go in. And about 10 minutes later, I would leave the car and I would go in and I would sit with the band. And I'd usually like sit in with saxophone and whatever. And they had some kind of cocaine radar. I don't know what it was. But if there was a bag of cocaine in that bar, that guy. And they would like sit on his lap. So weird. Hey, wait, there's another one. You get him, dog. So they would like make numerous trips out the parking lot. But everybody at the bar they were hanging out with, buying lots of drinks. And then it was time to go. They would both jump up on cue, go, hey Scott, let's go home. And we'd like run out the door there. I'm cocaine! Anonymous sex with me, that's the bargain! But no matter how many times we did this trick, it worked every single time.
It's way better than Sex Panther.
A nubile young comic named Will was making all his girlfriends quite ill. His diseases without number would split cunts asunder, and his dick burned as if on a grill. Will Scott! Make you blush?
My name is right there. She knows.
She'll know soon enough anyway.
I think the disappointing thing. Anyway, my name is Will Scott. You have a wonderful.
Will! Okay. Well, I introduced you to my Will Scott again, man. What a fucking great set! Yeah. I introduced you to my other house girl, Dawn. She was a real snake in the grass, though. She did not last all that long. She went out on tour with us, and she was like fucking this guy Jay from the band Dick Delicious and the Tasty Testicles, who also played guitar for my band. We would set up like 2 bands, and like I would use their rhythm section, basically just jump up with another bass player and some chicks, and that was Spo-its, and we get paid twice. Of course, they got paid $100 for their set, and I got paid $500 for my set, so I really like that. Did you get some of the $500? No, you've already been paid. So anyway, if you know like what touring's like, it's kind of like having a furniture moving company. You move the heavy amps into the truck, and the van, it likes to break down. And so I'm driving after the gig, because I'm a sober guy, and I've always got like a pre- or post-gig high afterwards. So we always try to make a couple hours to the road to the next shithole we're playing, while I'm still too hyped up to sleep. And I noticed that it feels something like this, and I'm thinking the fucking wheels coming off the van, which would not surprise me in the least. And I sort of like slow down, and it does. And usually when you slow down, a wheel problem will slip. But this is like still. Now look, and Jay is like fucking Dawn in the back of the van, like side to side. Boom, boom, boom. Like, man, turn her around, fuck her front to back. You're in the van, just turn her. Yeah, there we go. So like. Dawn was like a real snake, and of course Dawn and Carla got into numerous fights, and it was time for her to go. But she didn't just leave. She like decided that she needed to go see Jay because she was assuming that since he fucked her, he was in love with her, which is not a good assumption with Jay. Not a good assumption at all. So she goes and she tells the Mexicans that live in the apartment underneath us that she needs to borrow their car to go to the doctor's appointment in Buford. And takes off with it to Atlanta forever. I don't know that there's a joke with this. The thing I was going, man, you know, if I heard what she was planning, I would have stopped her. I would have told you what was going on. But it was all over and done with before but just, you know, you got to watch. I mean, another thing is, it's like she had like her pubic hair shaved except for one little postage stamp. What she called Tiki Island. I don't know if that's a joke or not, but it's the goddamn truth. All right, so we got one more person coming up. A closeted homosexual DJ could not tell his dad he was gay. He was caught around the back with a Marine in his crack. But Dad, it's my fiance, DJ Delgado. DJ Delgado, everybody! All right. So how you liking the true stories out of my life instead of actual jokes? You like that? You want another one? All right. We're playing New York at CBGB's, and I don't know that many people in New York, but I do know two at the time. My friend Merle Allin and his drummer Dino Sex from the Merge Jumpers. So I put them down on the guest list. To get in to go see us play. And the guy gave me kind of a funny look when I put down those names, like it was like a joke. And no, I know Merle, we toured together. He still kind of gave me a funny look. So we're setting up, and the doorman comes to get me, and he's saying, yeah, we have a problem with your guests. And I said, what? So I come back to the front door, and it's the booking girl there, and the doorman, and the manager, and then Dino and Merle, and evidently they've been barred from CBGB's for some incident or another, I don't know what. And I said, would you please just let them in to come play? They're big friends, they're friends of mine. Just let them come on in. I will personally vouch for their good behavior.
The laugh sells.
So we start playing, and it's Carl and Dawn, the two house girls are up there dancing naked. By the way, if you doubt the veracity of my words, this is posted on a video on Vimeo. It got kicked off of YouTube for nudity. And so I'm doing my thing with the grind guitar and the saxophone. I turn around, and Dino Sex has taken off all of his clothes. He's got shaved, except for one little patch there, which is a yellow, like pubes. He's like yellow and green hair, looking kind of like, I don't know, a glam rock hobo. I don't know. So he's up on stage behind Dawn, and he sort of goes and gives her the titty hello from behind. Now she's thinking it's Jay, because she can't see Jay, because she's up at the front of the thing. And she's, getting into it. And then she turns around, hobo! So Carla is like really quick off the prop bucket. She grabs the strap-on dildo, straps it on, and fucks Dino Set up the ass with the dildo. True story. And like the music all of a sudden stops. And there's a get the naked man off the stage. So after the show, I'm the one that always has to pick up all the bits to make sure we don't miss anything. And there it is. And it's a shining, sort of pale brown self, just screaming. So I grab a bag it up, tie the bag, and stick it in the prop bag where it still is today. Now I have changed the bag. I have taken it out to show people occasionally, but it's never been clean because one day we're going to need it again on stage. All right, so I'm going to bring up a friend of mine. Now, everybody got one poem today except Chris. He got two. A noted traumatologist, Chris, was involved with an ape in a tryst. He would fuck for an hour, that ape in a bower, but the chimp would not give him a kiss. This is why I had to write the second one. There's not so much monkey rape in the first one. So now another one, now with more monkey rape.
I like a breakfast cereal, really.
A monkey-loving comic named Chris had great fantasies that would always persist. Bent over to please with his hands on his knees. But the monkey would never insist. Chris Davison!
Oh, dude, I'm gonna miss this fucking. Let's see here.
Right, give it up to Chris Davison. Thank you very much for all you've done, man. And thanks, Shane, man. Shane set this thing up. I gotta say how much better like my chops have been coming out once a week and doing 10 minutes. I mean, that's just you can't build up those muscles if you don't get out in front of it and just do the fucking work.
Amen.
I don't know. You want to hear another true life story or not? I don't know. Maybe I'll just put Shane, but I've got a haiku for him. I'll get this.
Goody.
A syphilitic dwarf named Shane simply loved the fountains of Wayne. He'd yank on his diseased cock, not quite hard as a rock, while listening to music inane. Shane Gray!
The most insulting part about that was that he implied that I like fountains of Wayne. The rest of it can get taken care of with a shot and some cream, so I'm cool with it. Either way, though, I'm going to break my...
There's one limerick I didn't do, but Phil Keeling's, and he's not here.
Oh.
There once was a comic, Phil Keeling, who could ejaculate clear to the ceiling. He let loose his spunk without aiming his junk, and his mom fell down blind and reeling.
I'm not putting that on his
Considering that his mom is in Philadelphia, that's awesome. He must not